This is the 2022 question 12 Turing machine question. And we're starting off here at S0, the start state. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at our options out. So we've got this way out and we've got this way out to leave this state. This is our initial state. So let's look at our options. Well, if we see a 1, write a 0 and move the head to the right. That's what it says. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We are looking at a 0. Okay, well, I guess it's the other route then. If we see a 0, write a 0 and move the head right. Okay, so we see a 0, write a 0. Well, we just don't change it, right? Because it's the same. And then we're going to move the head to the right. So I'm going to press step, and you can see here it goes into state S2. All right, we're now in S2. By the way, the leaving cert questions, they don't have the right here. They always just assume that you use right. I've had to put it in here. But in other examples you'll see online, you can move left or right. That is a feature of Turing machines, but I guess maybe they've just kind of simplified it. So we're at now state 2 here. So what are our options out? Well, we've a few different ones. Okay, let's this time look at the table for S2. This is the state table. So I can say if I see a blank, write blank, go to S3. If I see a 0, write 0, go to S2. If I see a 1, write 0, go to S1. Okay, well, what am I looking at right now? I'm looking at a 1. Okay, so it's not blank. That's not right. It's not 0. That's not right. It's this path out here. If I see a 1, write a 0 and move right. Okay, and then I'll move into S1. So that's what I'm going to do here. Right, so I'll go step, and you can see I step into S1 there. All right, so I'm now at S1 here, and I'm looking at a 1 on the tape. So what are the options out of S1? If you see a 1, write a 1, go right. Well, yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do. You know, the other options are if you see a blank, write blank, go right. You know, or if I see a 0, write 1, go right. But I don't see any of those. I see a 1. Okay, so it's going to be this path here is what we're going to do, and back into the same state. So the state does not change. If we see a 1, write a 1, move right. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go step into the next one. And there you go. The head has moved to the right, but we are still in S1. But now it's different, right? Because we're looking at a 0. We're no longer looking at a 1. So we're going to take a different path. Let's see which one says 0. I think it's this one here. Look. So if we see a 0, write a 1, go right. Okay. So this is going to be, we're going to overwrite this with a 1. And then we're going to move into S2. That's what's going to happen here. Okay. So I go step, writes a 1 into S2. And finally, this is going to wrap itself up, right? Because now we're looking at a blank. And if you see a blank, write a blank and go right into S3. And that's what we're going to do to finish off. Okay. And then I just click step. Right. So that is it. And there we go, into the halting state. So let's look at that if we were to do it on the exam paper. Okay. We'll quickly do it here. So what have we got? It's the same diagram. It's just that they've removed all of the like go right things. Okay. So I'm starting at S0. And what I'm going to do is I'm looking currently at a 0 here. Okay. So if I'm looking at a 0, well, I write 0. If I see a 0, I write 0. And then I move to S2. Okay. So this is going to be S2. And that's it. Nothing's going to change here at all. The only thing that will change is that my read head has now moved down. Because it's a leaving cert, it moves right every single one. So look, I'm just going to fill these in. You can just ignore these. It always goes in a staircase in the leaving cert. These little arrows. Okay, so as long as it says, you can see, you can assume that the read read right moves right. So like there's some free marks. Just do a staircase. As long as it, and that's going to be the answer every year. All right. Yeah, and other online ones, they can go left or right, but not in the leaving cert so far anyway. So as of where and what date is it? 2025. They haven't asked it yet. So, right. Now we're here. We're looking at a 1. So if we're at S2 and we're looking at a 1, where are we going to go? Well, let's see. If you see a 1, write a 0, and then move into S1. Okay, so this turns into S1. If you see a 1, write a 0. Well, I do see, okay, then a 0. I do see a 1 here, so I'm going to write a 0. So now I'm in S1, as you can see here. I'm in S1, and what are my options? Oh, well, I'm looking at a 1 currently in S1. So it says, if you do see a 1, write a 1, and then go back to S1. Right, well, nothing has changed there. Almost nothing has changed. I'm still at S1. I saw a 1. I just rewrite a 1 again, so that doesn't change. The only thing here that is changing is that the read-write head has moved to the right. So it won't be stuck in a loop for that reason. All right. Now I'm in S1. I'm looking at a 0 this time. All right. So it says, if you see a 0, write a 1 and move to S2, following this arrow down here. So let me just carry down these first. If I see a 0, write a 1 and move to the right. Okay, and then I've moved into S2 here. S2. I'm almost done. Because now I'm in S2, it says, if you see a blank, and that's what I'm looking at here, look, this blank here. That blank. If you see a blank, write a blank and go to S3, this way. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. So I guess all the changes here is that we're now in S3. And all this just carries down. And because I'm writing a blank over a blank, well, that's it. Okay, and that is it. We're all done. We've done the dance. We've completed the question.